Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. And today in the studio we have the Tesco Community Champion. Now before we have a little chat with him, catch us on our website www.awazcommunityradio.com. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at 0161 839 9817 or email us awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. You can catch us on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio, or tweet us at AwazRadio122. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio with your host for today, Saira. And my guest today is the Tesco Community Champion. Hi there.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Thanks for coming in.
No, thank you for having me.
And now, I think perhaps our listeners might recognise your voice a little bit there. Do you want to tell us your name and introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Shakar Hussain. The listeners might have known me from before when you guys was in here through Rainbow Surprise. And also I work in the local Tesco Cheetham Hill. I work on the pharmacy department, so a lot of the community members might recognise me from there. But recently I have been given the opportunity to represent our local Tesco Cheetham Hill as a community champion. So I'm really chuffed about that and pleased to be here.
So it's a case of welcome back to the studio, Shakar.
Thank you.
Now, what does the Tesco Community Champion role entail?
Basically, it's exactly what it says on the tin. My job is to help the community, and by getting out there within the community, representing our local store, and just getting out there, helping them with what they want us to do, like any community groups or any charities, if they want involvement with anything, if they need help with any projects that they're doing, and just basically spreading the information that look, Tesco is here. They're not just here as a business, they're here to help within the community and stay within the community, and they like to get to know all their communities and all the backgrounds, so then they can provide a better service for those that live within their area.
That sounds really great. Now, can I ask a little bit about the initiatives that you yourself have introduced since you've started in the role? How long has it been since you've been champion?
I've only been in the role for 8 weeks. I have had the opportunity to visit quite a lot of local primary schools where we've helped them through their Christmas fairs, because the money's so tight these days that everybody wants to raise some money, and it's all for good cause. I've noticed that anybody who's doing anything out there, it's always a really good cause, and I'm thinking it's such a great pleasure to be involved and helping out in a small way. It is a small way, but like Tesco would say, every little helps. I
was just waiting for you to put that in somewhere. One of us was going to mention that.
Had to be done. But one of the other big initiative at the moment that I've introduced to our local store is around the personal shopping idea, where I've if anybody, let's say, if they're not healthy, if their health is not that good, or if they're disabled, if they just have trouble going around and they're not confident going around for a long time around a supermarket doing a shop, they can book in pre-advanced booking with me for up to 2 hours, and I will go around with them, assist them with their shopping, help them find things, make sure they've got everything that they needed on the day, help assist them at the checkouts with their packing, with their bags, and also then assist them to the car or the taxi if need be, and that's something that they don't have to pay for. All they need to do is just contact me and just pre-book a slot between 1 to 2 hours, and I'll be happy to do that for anybody.
I think this is going to be especially useful and just so important for those people who are elderly, as we're getting deep into winter now. It's getting colder, and sometimes we don't have our families around us.
No, that's it. That's true. And also, one of the other things is, because as you already know, in Cheetham Hill and Crumsall, we've got such a vast variety of communities. One of the other things is I can speak Punjabi, Urdu, and English. So we get a lot of Asian customers come in who can't read the labels, who don't really understand what it says. And some of the Muslim community especially, if they want to know a lot about, has it got gelatin in, is it halal? Let's say, because I work on the pharmacy, we get a lot of inquiries about the vitamin aisle and the general medicine aisle, saying, oh, is this halal, does it have alcohol in it? And then we assist them as from the pharmacy with that. That's again for food packaging as well. if you got somebody going around with you who can recognize these packagings and can recognize straight away, it'll take the stress away. You're not going home with the wrong stuff and then your kids reading and saying, oh mummy, you bought the wrong stuff, or daddy, you bought the wrong stuff. Then they're having to come back out to have a refund or exchange, which is a lot of hassle. So it's a stress-free shopping idea, really, to be honest with you. I have had some customers approach me on this, and they've gone around with me, and it's worked really well, and they're really, really happy. I've got one example. This lady, she's in a wheelchair. She's English, but she's in a wheelchair, and she comes out and she says, "Okay, I've got a regular carer who comes out with me once a week, but that's it, just the once a week. If she needs a top up in between and she runs out, she can't get that carer back until the following week. So what she's been needed to do is either just get a taxi driver and give him a little list, and he goes out and quickly buys it, and then she has to pay a lot of money, or comes out herself and struggles." So she's saw this idea and she's approached me, and she's gone around with me a couple of times in the store, and she's over the moon about it. She couldn't be any happier.
I think that, I mean, this new service that, you know, you've come up with, it just reflects how really suited you are to this role as community champion. It's fantastic, I think, that, you know, you're really helping out the community.
Yeah, well, this is exactly what the community champion is about. The title says it all, community champion. I'm not a champion in any way whatsoever, but I'm somebody who's been nominated through Tesco, and has been given this opportunity, which I'm really blessed to have, to be honest with you, because it's a great responsibility, and I love enjoying working in the community anyway. So, you know, it's just great to have that.
And I think, especially with your background with Rainbow Surprise, that just shows your character is very community focused anyway. And I believe that Tesco are going to be working with Rainbow Surprise over Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, even before I took this role on, our store has always helped us out with our group, with our Rainbow Surprise projects. They've always helped us to promote it, they've donated items to us to help us raise some money for our group. But especially now, this time, we've got our own event coming up, which is a Christmas Bonanza, which is happening next Sunday on the 13th at Ibramos. That's going to be held between 12 and 5. Again, Tesco are helping Rainbow Surprise itself, but at the same time, they're also going to be there on the day where they're going to be just selling off things that they have to raise money for their supported charities, which is the UK Diabetes UK and British Heart Foundation. Tesco support these two charities quite heavily through the year, and the regular charities that they support. So we'll be raising some money on behalf of Tesco on that day. And I might add, I've seen some of the stuff we've got. There's a lot of bargains to be had on the day. Ooh. So do not miss out. It's a great opportunity.
It's a great chance to go Christmas shopping, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of stocking fillers, a lot of some decent gift stuff that you can have as Christmas presents, or even just for yourself, treats for yourself.
I mean, this Christmas Bonanza that Rainbow Surprise run is this annual treat. It really is great for the whole community. It's somewhere you see people from every faith there. So, you know, I know it's Christmas Bonanza, but you see people from every faith there. And I'm so pleased that Tesco are working with Rainbow Surprise this year.
Yeah, they've always been great. Like I said, they've supported us even in the past, before even I became a community champion for the store, because they are. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, sometimes there's a lot of negativity or negative things about supermarkets. I talk about Tesco because I'm working for Tesco, but I know other supermarkets do their bit as well. So Tesco itself in Cheetham Hill, they have done so much. In the 8 weeks, I have been bombarded with emails and letters from so many locals, groups in the area, which some I knew, some I didn't even know existed, and I've been to visit them. I've been to actually see their places. Tesco's given me authorization to go and help these people and go and support them in any way that they can. And these are the things that are not seen by some members of the community or some people. So my job is not only go out to help these people, or help support these people, I should say, but also just to let people know, make people aware that we do help, they do help, and they do want to genuinely get involved. And we ask any community members to come to us, grab any of our managers on the store. They're very friendly, very approachable. Just speak to them. Rather than, just standing there and raving and ranting, give your ideas, put your ideas forward and say, look, we would like to see this happening in the store, or we would like to see this product that we look for, we can't find, or even within the community, come and speak to me as a community champion. I mean, I'll be giving my details how people can approach me. They can write to me, they can email me, they can, catch me on Facebook, catch me on Twitter, or just come and catch me in the store. I work 4 days in the pharmacy. They can come and approach me at the pharmacy. We are all humans, we are all approachable. We do make mistakes as well at the same time, but that's where the feedback, customer feedback, people from the community, their feedback comes in really handy. If they come and tell us, we can act on that. We can try and rectify it, and hopefully we'll get it right.
And it is people's feedback that is already making a big difference. I'm aware that you were running courses within the Tesco store for people in the community.
Yeah, at the moment we're running some training sessions. We've been running it for the last 2 months, and it's been every second Sunday. People do have to sign up. It is a free training sessions. The training sessions around running community groups or timekeeping, and also just a general day-to-day life skills. Also how to get onto ladders of jobs, or even just learning, educating yourself. Our next session's on the 10th of January, which is a Sunday, and that's around fundraising. So if anybody's interested within around fundraising, or if anybody's already working within small community groups and they're not really sure how to go to the next step or how to go to the next fundraising idea, then they can come along. They don't have to pay. They just have to just go online and just register with us, or just contact us at Rainbow Surprise, and we will help them to register, and they can just come along. It's nice, 2.5 hour fun, and you learn at the same time.
And the sessions take place within the Tesco store?
They're taken within the Tesco stores. We have a training room upstairs in the Tesco, which is used for the local community, also for the staff, also for the management. And again, this is another thing. My store has very, very kindly has let me use this space upstairs for free for Rainbow Surprise, for us to put these sessions out, which they didn't need to. But they're doing that. That's another thing I'm really grateful for from them. If not, then we would have had to go and find another venue or hire a venue for these training sessions. But that's another great thing they've done. Not just for me, for people who actually come and been in these training sessions. They've loved it. They've said it's nice. We felt safe coming here. It was a community place. They got free parking. So it just works out all around.
And it really makes sense, doesn't it, to use our local store as like a community hub? Yes,
and exactly. I think you've just hit the nail on the head there, Saira. I think for me as a community champion, that's what I want Tesco to be. Our Tesco Cheetham Hill, I want it to be that community hub. I want it to people to not just come for shopping. They don't have to. We have a great cafe upstairs. They can just come and have a coffee. They can come and have their little meetings there. They can come and talk to us. If they want to use our training room and we can help, we will. They can come and speak to me. I'll try and arrange something for them. And also next year, I've got big plans. We've been really busy through the Christmas month. It's a big shopping period, as well as there's a lot of community and charity works going on around this month as well. So in January 2016, since thereafter, I've got plans of bringing some local community events into the store, where we'll be doing smaller events, whether they're around fundraising or around just community, where families can come and get joined in and have something for free while they're around for a weekly shop. And I'm also planning some big adventures outside in the Tesco car park, where there's going to be like 1 or 2 day events. So there's something to look out for. So I believe another initiative that Tesco are going into is the Farm to Fork initiative. Oh yes, yeah. Farm to Fork is something Tesco's been running for quite a while, but in our this year in 2016, they're relaunching Farm to Fork. Basically, they've added some more new information about healthy foods and stuff. For those listeners out there who don't know what Farm to Fork is, basically it's where the food comes from and ends up on your plate. Hence, Farm to Fork. So this is an opportunity where we involve the local school kids, the local primary school kids, and then get them out to come to our stores for a day trip for 2 to 3 hours. They can come with their teacher and the helpers, and they'll learn about where the fruit and veggies come from, or how it's grown, or where Tesco's have got it from. And also they'll learn about meats, they'll learn about fish, they'll learn about all healthy eating. So that teaches the little kids, and we work in it around the curriculum. So if the school is working on a particular subject, that's where Tesco will be working alongside that and make sure it ties in with the school curriculum, so the child's learning is on the same level. And it's just like fun as well, it's a fun element to it. They can come in, they'll have some food to try, they'll have some fresh fruit to try, they can taste it, they can feel it, they can touch it, they can ask questions about it. On the other hand, we ask them questions, see if they know, where a particular fish is coming from, or and they'll get all that information through these sessions. At the same time, they walk away with a free goodie bag from Tesco as well. And they want to. In the past, the experience is that we've done these Farm to Fork, and schools want to come back over and over again, and the kids want to come back again as well. And if they're local and they're walking distance, fine. They've got a choice of just walking into the store with us once this arrangement's been made with that prior school. But if they want transport, Tesco will also help with the transport towards the cost of the minibus or the coach. So it's not something that to be shy from. I think also local schools should look into that, and they should really come on board. And having communicated with some of the schools already, letting them know about what we're going to start doing in January, they're up on board anyway. They're saying, yeah, we can't wait.
Well, I think it's great that the local store is setting such a great example and is wanting to get in with educating and teaching the next generation. And I think you've also set a great example by the recent 3-day event. It's a whole promotion of helping food banks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we did that. That was a great success. Every year we have such a generous community within Cheetham Hill and Crumpsall. I'm sure it's everywhere. Any store that you go to, I'm sure the local communities everywhere are the same. But we always get the feedback from the food bank, and they say, Cheetham Hill and Crumpsall is one of the most generous community, because they go away with so much from here. It's unbelievable. The event was taking place between 3 days, which is just gone now, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. As a community champion, it was one of my responsibilities to help launch the event and then set it all up. I was there in the foyer, face to face with people, handing out these shopping lists and just talking to them about it. And it was overwhelming. Within the first, 2 hours, I had 2 big, massive trolleys full of food, and I couldn't believe it. And that's how much it. People just go out, do the shopping, and I was having families coming back with like quarter of trolleys full, half a trolleys full. Some people just came in to buy for the food bank. They didn't buy anything for themselves. They took a trolley, bought the stuff, left the trolley with me, say, yeah, that's for you. And I was really overwhelmed with that, and it's great. It's great to see that kind of sense of communityness and the generosity. And I must say, our area, is brilliant. Having seen that, I knew our area was good. Cheetham Hill does get a bit of a bad name every now and then, but the majority of the community and the people living in there, they just want to live happily. They want to live together. They want to help each other. They want to learn about each other. They want to get to know each other. And we can do this amongst many other ways. Other community groups are doing it. Other sectors are doing it. You're doing it. Awaz Community Radio is doing it. And we can use Tesco as one of our other tools as well. Tesco Cheetham Hill is there for our community, for our people. I'm there as a community champion. Please come and talk to us. But also at the same time, if you're listening and you're not in Cheetham Hill community and you have a local Tesco around you, please go in. Every local Tesco, every Tesco has a community champion. Go and speak to them. They all are doing this, trying to do the same thing. They all have these food banks. They all have Farm to Fork. So if you want more information, please go and speak to the staff. Please go and speak to the management in your store. See how they can help you and see how you can help them as well.
That is fabulous, Shakar. I can't believe what a great initiative this is, community champions. And I'm so glad you've come in to tell people about this. I think you're right. A lot of people sometimes, if they've got an issue, they won't say it. But yes, definitely. Come on. Talk to your store, definitely. If you
it's
want
all
something
about communication.
improving.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's all about communication.
And I agree with you, what you say about the community as well. This community is a big heart, and I think people forget that sometimes. And it's great hearing about how much our community is doing to help.
Yeah.
So tell me, how can our listeners get in touch with you?
Other than, like I've already said, you can approach me directly into the store. You can come and ask for me. Or you can go on Facebook. Since I've become the community champion, I've created our own Tesco Cheetham Hill's Facebook page, which is called Tesco Community Cheetham Hill. So just type in Tesco Community Cheetham Hill. It should come up. You can like the page. Then you can message me, inbox me directly through that. You can follow us on Twitter at Tesco Cheetham Hill. Or you can follow me on Twitter at shussain75. That's at shussain75. Or you can email me, shackchampion5294 at gmail.com. That's shack, SHAK, champion5294 at gmail.com.
That's fantastic. And thank you for reading out all those details as well. You've memorised them.
No
Listeners,
problems.
he was doing it without any prompt whatsoever.
No, I just feel so passionate. I always have done. I've always been a community person, and our members that we even have for Rainbow Surprise, we always like this. We like this with our events. We like this about our community, and I do feel so passionate. And this is why I'm trying to do my best to this role that I've been blessed with, and I've greatly been given the opportunity to handle it. It's a big role. It's a massive responsibility. There's a lot of work to it. I didn't realize how much work there was, but because I enjoy it so much, I think I should be doing okay.
Well, I'm not just saying this because you're sat right opposite me, but I honestly don't know how Tesco could have chosen in your place. They couldn't have chosen better, I think, for our local community champion.
Oh, thank you very much, Saira. Thank you.
Thanks very much, and I'll look forward to seeing you at the Christmas Bonanza next Sunday.
Please, thank you.
Thank you for listening, listeners. If you'd like more information, just call us on 839-9817. We're on Facebook. Just type in Awaz Community Radio or tweet us at Awaz Radio 122. It has been fantastic learning more about the Tesco Community Champion. Do let us know if you have any questions, and if you have any issues, do go and ask your Tesco Community Champion. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.